I grew up in the Midwest in a lower middle income family. Lived in a small town in Minnesota in an old farmhouse that my parents bought for 50,000. And in some interesting experiences that really opened my eyes to the world. The first was going from a small town in Minnesota to England when I was 11 years old, and having a really hard experience leaving my dog behind, which was like, I loved this dog and we couldn't take her with us for quarantine reasons, and showing up a very unhappy kid, popular in Minnesota, not popular in
Wow.
England, an American accent, not in London, but in the Midlands of England. Going back to Boston with this prepubescent British accent, that Boston's not the friendliest place. So we've had an opportunity to compare our experiences of sort of moving around. I've had different experiences, and honestly, they were mostly hard. I mean, like, I have a great family. I love my family, but the experience of being an introverted kid and moving to very different places, always, I was always young for my grade. I was always small. I was always small. I mean, I was 5'5", 105 pounds when I got my driver's license, but I was always confident. I've always had an inner confidence and a drive. And I look at my upbringing then and I say, I just grew up with a chip on my shoulder, and it wasn't a negative chip. It's like, I'm smaller. I'm not as talented. I am introverted. If I don't double down on what I believe in myself, I'm going to get left behind. I was a very introverted CEO when I became a CEO.
Yeah.
And had to overcome some things that were hard for me. I'm still an introverted guy. But my experiences growing up, they weren't always pleasant, and I wasn't always happy. I had inner peace, but it was hard. And I look at like my first 18 years of life and say, those were the foundation for really forming this mindset of, I can do it. I can charge. I can go hard. And my superpower is that it's not just that I sprint them. It's not just that I finish the marathon. I can sprint it at a pretty fast pace, and I may not win miles 2 or 3, but long term, I think consistency and steadiness and resolve, like these are the things that matter long term.